Well, you already saw the title of this video. Let's just get right into it. Before we start, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and you don't forget to share the video. Something just fell in my pocket. Anyway, other than that, yeah, donation down, link down below. But let's get right into this. So, Genshin Impact is being sued by the FTC, Federal Trade Commission. That's what the FTC stands for, right? They all about, I don't know, fairness. To be honest, I have no idea what they do. I really can care less. But it says FTC says Genshin Impact deceived children and orders its publisher to pay a $20 million, which, to be honest, if we're gonna be real, $20 million isn't that much for Genshin. They make a lot of money. $20 million is like chump change, you know. But any fine with big companies is like chump change, right? But $20 million fine and stop selling loot boxes to kids. Now this is gonna be the big one right there, right? The first thing I do want to say is, I guess somebody lost their 50-50 when they was trying to get, you know, that's tough. Anyway, nah, but to be honest, I'm not really about to read all of this because there's really no point. Basically, it's just saying about the fine, saying how the law actually works in the US, blah, 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 whatever, right? This is kind of funny that this is coming after the TikTok ban. It's like, it kind of is like they're coming, I guess you could say this is the TikTok of the gacha industry. I don't know. I mean, it is the TikTok of the gacha industry. But let me read what this is. I'm gonna read this and I'm gonna give my thoughts on it right now. All right. So you got 5 bullet points that the FTC said that they're gonna have to do after paying the $20 million fine. One of them is children under 16 will not be allowed to purchase loot boxes without parental consent. I wonder how they're actually gonna do that, because let's be real, most kids just take the card, or they probably have their own card. Like by 16, I had my own like bank card, right? But let's say that they took the parents' card. I mean, if it's just a yes or no form, all they gotta do is just click it. Yes, I am above this age, and then that's it. They done, right? But if they do it in a sense of how, kind of like how Roblox does it, when you want to enter in the 18+ things, you got to give your ID, and then they scan your ID, and that's how they know. Okay, and I think they ask you for a picture too. I'm not sure. I don't scan my ID on Roblox because I really don't want any game to have my ID. But anyway, like if it's like that, then it makes sense how they be able to do it. But like if it's just a yes or no, I mean, they could just bypass that anyway. But it doesn't matter as long as the law is in place. That's all the like government cares for, right? Other one is all loot boxes available for purchase with virtual currency will also be made available for direct purchase using real money. Now that I really don't get. The only thing that I could think of is what that actually means is like for them to implement that, because the thing is, the way Genshin works is, if you didn't know, you spend real money to buy primo gems, and then you spend those primo gems to buy actual pulls. That's how it works. So the thing that I could think of what they're going to do, what they have to do is just make those pulls. I forgot what they actually called, but whatever it's called, but they use those pulls. And they just make it that, okay, let's say that we all know the max in Genshin is $100 you can spend, right? Like let's say 50 pulls, because that's what $100 gives you in Genshin. It gives you 50 primo gem. I mean, it gives 50 pulls. That's all it gives you. Like if you actually add it up, count it up, whatever, you equal out to 50 pulls. That's what $100 gets you in the game. So not even a guarantee. But anyway, other than that, what I think that they would do is that they would do it in the sense of you do the pull, you either spend primos, because I think they still gonna keep primos in there, or you just gonna spend $100 and get 50 premium wishes, because they only have one wish system anyway. It's not like I think it's like a certain game that has like 2. Wuthering Waves. It's not like it's Wuthering Waves where they have 1 and 2. They just gonna have 1. Wuthering Waves gonna be hit with this as well. Let's be real, right? Like this is gonna trickle down into all gacha games. So don't think yours is safe, right? But anyway, other than that, the third one is loot box odds and exchange rates for multi-tiered virtual currency will be accurately disclosed and not misrepresented. Now this, I thought this was already a law in the first place, that they had to disclose the rates and what's the percentage of actually getting the character, which, and to be honest, they already do this. So I think they just added this in just to add in there, because if you actually go and play the game, they tell you the rates. They tell you the rate of a 5-star, they tell you the rates of the 4-star, they tell you what's the percentage that you can actually get the 5-star, which basically is a 50-50. They tell you the percentage of the new thing that they added, which is like the little star thing that percentage of coming in. They explain that as well. So that's already in there, but unless they probably just saying just make it way more easier to understand for the average person, then okay, right? Any person information, okay, this is just copper stuff. Like, yeah, they go to 13 one, right? Like YouTube does the same exact thing. They got hit for like a couple of years ago because they wasn't doing what they were supposed to be doing with copper. Same exact thing. That 13 years old equals delete data soon as done, because you can't keep that because they are kids. You can't keep that data. And then all copper regulations, including its notice and consent requirements, will be complied with. So the thing is about all of this is basically that they paying a $20 million fine. And the gacha game is about to look a little bit more different from now on, because trust and believe, if Genshin getting hit with it, the biggest gacha game, they will hit other games with it, and other games know they will get hit with it, which means that they're gonna end up changing according to what Genshin does, just like how Genshin kind of changed the scene in the first place. They're going to do it again as well. But anyway, other than that, right, my thoughts on this, I mean, because like I do want to read this against Impact players. I never Konosphere. I never know how to pronounce that, to be honest. Hoyoverse has agreed to pay $20 million and will block children under the age of 16 from making in-game purchases without parental consent. Now, if my thing is about this is gacha game gambling? Yes, it is. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to anybody. Gacha game, you play a gacha game. It's called a gacha game for a reason. When you go over there into China or Japan, I think it is, like, the gacha machines are just gambling machines. It's the same exact thing. Except for there, you don't spend money, because I'm pretty sure gambling is illegal. But when you play a gacha game, you put money in and you get these currencies, and you use those currencies to pull. I mean, it's just like if you go to the casino, you put money in, you get tokens. You use those tokens or chips to end up playing games, and you can win more, you cannot win more. The difference here, you ain't winning money, you winning characters. So good luck with that, I guess. But other than that, right, guys, and then the only other thing that I did want to talk about is, like, some people are trying to say that, well, they get to know these target kids, or yada yada yada. Let's be real, guys. If we're gonna be honest with ourselves here, right? Like, we're not gonna lie. We're gonna sit here and be truthfully honest. Genshin targets kids. Zenless Zone Zero targets kids. Honkai Star Rail targets kids. Wuthering Waves targets kids. Nikkei targets kids. Like, all of them targets kids, because think about it, even Fortnite targets kids, obviously, right? Call of Duty targets kids. FIFA targets kids. NBA 2K targets kids. All games do it, right? And they do it for one reason. Because a kid versus an adult, the kid is going to spend money, not even really know what they're doing. An adult is going to spend money, or to be honest, most adults is not really going to spend money, and they're going to, nah. That's why they make a lot of money. They make a lot of money through young people spending on their platform. That's why, like, yes, all platforms target, like, even you, like, well, I wouldn't say YouTube. YouTube targets everyone. But when it comes to games, I mean, every game that I see, most of the time they target kids. That's why everything is that, like Genshin itself. That's why it's so bright, so vibrant. It's just like anything else, like cartoons, always bright, vibrant, like explodes in your face type thing, right? But that's 14 inches, my bad. But anyway, other than that, like, yes, all gacha games target kids, because that's where a lot of money comes from. If you're gonna be really honest here, right? Most of the money comes from people that is under the age of 18 or under the age of 20, spending a lot of money on the game because they want this new waifu or this new character. That's how it works. But other than that, looks like they got fined. They got fined. I'm gonna be honest, I did not expect this for 2025. I'm gonna be real. I didn't think that Genshin would get fined for anything, even though that game is the way it is. But anyway, other than that, all I gotta say is that my opinion on this is that the gacha game industry is about to change forever. And the second thing is that, well, we're gonna see what they do. I mean, 2025, whenever this gets put in place, I'm pretty sure they putting it in like effective immediately type thing, right? So 2025 is looking to be something they do. I'm gonna be honest, I'm so shocked. This isn't a video that I was thinking about making, so it's not really gonna be concise. I really don't care if it's concise or not. At the end of the day, Genshin Impact got sued, well, not got sued, they got fined. They gotta do these 4 things. They gotta comply with at least all of these 4 things, and then after complying with that, I mean, at the end of the day, it's gonna Genshin may look a little bit more different, which means other games may look a little bit more different too. And you know for a fact that Zenless on Zero and not Wuthering Waves, but Zenless on Zero and Honkai Star Rail will look different as well. And the main reason to that is because they're owned by the same goddamn company. You think if they went with their most biggest game, you think they're not gonna go and change their other games so they won't get hit back to back with more fines? Because it's either two things, right? Let's be real, guys. It's either two things. I do want to say this in the video. It's either they pay the fine and they agree, or they pay the fine, they don't agree, or they just don't agree. Now, the last two things equal your game getting banned. You already saw they did it with TikTok for a couple hours until dude said nah, let's give them a little bit more time. But with this, they ain't gonna be playing. There's nobody there to save them. So if they don't comply, they probably will get banned. I'm gonna be completely honest. Now, will I want that? Heck to the no. But I mean, my last thing is, if they doing, we all know why they doing it to Genshin, right? But at the end of the day, I think that this should be a thing, not just in Genshin. It should be a thing in all games in general, because the amount of money that FIFA makes off this is insane. The amount of money that 2K makes off this is insane. The amount of money that Madden makes off this is insane. They all have the exact same thing. It's loot boxes. Like Madden, you spend money to get currency. You use that currency that's spent to get cards. Them cards have a certain rate of what characters come out, and it could be a good character that you can get throughout them cards, or it could be a bad one. I mean, you could also try to grind the game and get cards as well, just like in Genshin. You can grind primo gems to try to summon. You don't have to spend money. It's the same exact thing. It's just that American company do it versus a Chinese company. But anyway, other than that, make sure you guys so I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what to say. This is crazy. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Don't forget to share the video, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know your thoughts on this. I'm kind of scared. That would be peace.